Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Festus and the title of today's video is Working While Studying. Before we jump right into it, let's see my intro. The reason why I decided to make this video is because I witnessed this being one of the reasons why many people decide to either switch from computer science to something else or even not go to school in general. So while I was studying, I had classmates that came from Africa, Asia, and other parts of the world. I had a lot of them that had to move from studying computer engineering and mechatronics, which is what I studied, to something else easier, tourism or international business, simply because they wanted to have more time to work while being students. Now, will I say what they did was wrong? Will I sit here and knock them down for making that decision? No. The reason why I won't do that is because at the end of the day, we all have what we are dealing with, and you're not really going to sit down there and pass some judgment to someone for deciding to go one route over the other. But before we actually jump into working while studying and how you can do that, let's actually talk about this. Can you actually work while studying computer science? Well, the answer is yes. Regardless of what kind of job it is, you can work as a software developer if you have the skills before going to the university. You can work as an attendant in a shop. It doesn't really matter. It all depends on the kind of job you want. If you're thinking of working directly in a company, immediately you get into the university, be it as an immigrant coming from Africa or Asia, it is really, really possible. Now, one thing that most people don't really know is the possibility of you actually getting a job as a student is higher because most companies, I'm speaking from where I live in, most companies here in Poland, they actually understand that you're an immigrant and you already have a visa or a permit to stay. So they don't really need to stress themselves struggling to get that for you. So it's actually easier for you to work if you want. So simply put, there is a possibility of you working while studying in a large firm if you possess the skills to do the job. We've established that it is possible for you to get a job regardless of whether you're an immigrant or not while studying if you possess the skills. Now, is it actually possible for you to combine the both of them? That's what we will talk about in this video. I think I could sit down here and give you a lot of TED Talks telling you that at the end of the day, what matters is your determination. You can do this, you can do that. But I figured it would be really, really short and even better if I just roll the stories of people I know that did this and are really, really killing it in the game. So let's watch this. Now, this is Robert. I'm not going to say the surname because Polish surnames tend to be difficult. Robert is from a small town exactly from the central part of Poland, near the Polish city called Łódź. Currently, he works in a city called Wrocław. He's a graduate and he studied at Wrocław University of Science and Technology. By the name, I guess you can already see that that is the same city he was studying. He was working and studying in the same city and has been doing this for more than 2 years. Now, how did he get to be in this company? Well, Robert got into the company as an intern when he was still a student. He was a software engineer intern focused on building applications using .NET. He got his internship while he was in his third year, while getting his bachelor's degree, and did this from bachelor's degree up until he finished his master's. As I'm speaking to you now, Robert actually graduated this year as a master's degree holder. So he started doing this from his bachelor's and also continued doing it while doing his master's degree and got both while working. I asked Robert what he would say the toughest or greatest challenge was while he was doing both, and he said writing his master's thesis was the most difficult and preparing for final exam while working at the same time. Now let's check out the story of Yusuf. This is Yusuf, guys, and Yusuf is from Manchester, England, and also lives in Manchester. He's currently in his final year, chasing a BSc in computer science, and will be finishing his studies next year. Yusuf currently works as a junior software developer. So now let's look at how he got to this point. When Yusuf started his first year of study, he took a job as a customer assistant. He was able to juggle work and studying computer science by doing 15 to 30 hours a week, mostly between the hours of 2 p.m. and 10 p.m. So he has more time to go for his morning classes. This is pretty much the same thing that Robert did, being that Robert was working for 30 hours a week, although I forgot to mention that. So the common thing that both of them have is that they were both working part-time. Next, let's look at Axel. This is Axel, and guys, he studies in the same university that I study, and currently Axel is in his third year. Now, I decided to add the story of an immigrant, so to prove to you guys that regardless of whether you're a foreigner or not, the struggle is still the same. So Axel is from Rwanda, Kigali to be precise, and is currently studying computer engineering and mechatronics. He will be finishing next year. His current job role touches around different aspects of IT, and he is the tech lead. Sorry, I said league. What is wrong with me? So moving on, guys, let's look at how he actually got here. Axel got his first job in the same company he currently works as a junior IT support engineer, the same role people would call the service desk. He did this job up until 2020 when he joined a team as a developer, and currently he is the tech lead of that particular team. So the challenge that Axel said he had, or he currently has because he's still a student, is that he's actually working full-time while studying full-time. It is interesting because now you can see that regardless of which it is, you can actually still juggle it together. You can still do both if you plan well. Lastly, I have a guest that I brought to speak to you guys. I just didn't want to, read everything. And he would talk to you guys and share his own views and also his own story. So guys, here is Felix.
Hello everybody, it's at futc.coding here, and I've been asked to answer a few questions, so yeah, let's dive right into it. So the first question is, what is your name? My name is Felix and I am from Germany, and I live in Aachen right now, and that's also where I'm studying. So yeah, I'm in university right now, I'm studying computer science and I'm in my third semester. The first and the second semester were quite difficult. There was a pretty high workload, but now in the third semester I think things are going a bit better, and until now I feel pretty great about this semester. I'm at RWTH Aachen University, and it's one of the top unis in Germany. So as I said, I just started my third semester, and the regular study time for computer science here is 6 semesters. So I still got this semester and 3 additional ones to go. So officially my job is that I'm a part-time freelancer. I am a full-time student and a part-time freelancer, and I've done quite a few freelance projects this year and last year. A few months ago I was hired by a startup to develop some virtual reality software for some Oculus Go's, and that was pretty cool. And right now I'm working at a local company here and I'm doing some web development stuff. Web development really isn't my jam, and I just started there at the end of September, so right now that's like about 2-ish months almost, and it's not really my expertise, but they decided to hire me anyway, and they're kind of training me up right now. So how long have I been working since I started studying? I started studying last year, and about a few months before that I started working. So I started my business so I can freelance when I turned 18, or 2 months after I turned 18, and that was last year. And now I've had that business for 1.5 years, and I've been freelancing, and I've been studying computer science for a bit over a year now. Also, I'm sorry about the setup here. I don't have any camera gear right now, and I just have the camera propped up on a chair, but I don't know, it kind of works. So when I started my business, I didn't have a lot of jobs, but I was also pretty preoccupied with moving and starting uni and stuff like that. But now this year, yeah, I got quite a few software development jobs, and it's pretty fun, not gonna lie. The great thing is that I don't really depend on my work income to live here as a student. And because I'm first a student and second freelancer, I can work pretty flexible hours and decide when I go to work and when I do my uni stuff. So how many jobs did I have? It's quite difficult to say because there are a lot of different things that I did as a freelancer, and a lot of them are like design stuff and some of them are software development. And in software development I did some cross-platform app development, and I did that VR job I talked about where I built software for a few different systems, including some VR goggles. And I am doing web development, as I said. So yeah, as you can see, I've been through quite a few fields of the tech business, and I'm just kind of doing what gets thrown at me. So balancing studying and freelancing isn't actually that easy. One example is a few months ago, I was actually in quarantine, so I had to stay at home, and I was working on this VR job, and I was also studying for exams, and I was trying to get 4 hours of studying done in a day and 4 hours of work. But I had to be super disciplined, especially because I wasn't forced to, I don't know, wake up at a certain time or go to sleep at a certain time or go to work at a certain time or whatever. I had to really focus and be self-disciplined, and that's really hard for me personally, and I think for a lot of people as well. So working from home can be a challenge, especially when you have online uni because of COVID and you freelance and work from home. Then it's really just, you really have to be disciplined, don't procrastinate, and that has been quite difficult for me at times. So if I could give you any advice on working while getting a tech degree, it would have to be do it. Because here in Germany especially, the computer science degree is very theoretical. So we do a lot of theoretical concepts and maths, and I would say we're doing about 75% just maths, and that can be tiring at times, and you really need to have that balance between theory and actual practical job experience. So working while getting a tech degree is probably the best thing you can do to also have that work experience and practical experience and hands-on experience. Even if you don't have a job or can't get a job at the moment, definitely make sure to work on some projects of your own regularly and just keep up with tech, keep up with what is happening in the coding world, and just build projects, build cool shit, and yeah, I think then you should have the experience you need to get a job at one point. So yeah, I think that was it. That was all the questions. You can find me on YouTube, and my channel is FUTC. I know I haven't uploaded in a very long time. And my Instagram is at FUTC.coding. So if you want to check me out, head over there. And thanks for having me in the video.
Now you spared your time to listen to what all these awesome individuals have to say. Thank you, Felix, Robert, Axel, and Yusuf. But if you want to know more about this or have an in-depth knowledge of how they were able to do this, they're not superheroes, they're actually people like you. And you can actually connect with them on Instagram and ask them a couple of questions that you might have. Also, I've added links to blog posts written by Robert and Yusuf with regards to what we're talking about today. Feel free to check them out and also read other posts that they've made. Thank you guys. See you next week.